Hey, what's up, guys? It's Monday, Tuesday, August 25th. Taking Grizzly on a walk here after work about 6 o'clock, 6:30. Wanted to touch base and just say what's up. So, a few things going on with us. Jennifer is 13 or 14 weeks now. So yeah, it's getting for real. She has another appointment here in about a week or two, and I'll get to go to that one. So I'll make sure to film as much as I can. Should be fun. But her stomach is starting to form a bit, and she's feeling more bloated. And we actually got a hint of morning sickness, I think, this morning. So we're going. Still got a lot of things to figure out there. As always, side note, this vlog was almost called Figuring It Out, because that's what we're always doing. Yeah, her stomach is getting formed. It's getting solid. There's a baby in there. And another thing we were talking about was a house, that whole movement. It's still on the horizon. We actually only have about 20 days to find something. Because it does take 30 days to close, give or take a few days from my understanding. And lease is up October 17th, minus 30 days, September 17th, and that's about the day that we need to have something lined up. So we are going to see a few more properties this week. Like I said, our budget is kind of limiting us, but I don't want to overdo the house thing and end up in a spot where I'm stressed out about making the mortgage payment. But we did put an offer in on a house out in Round Rock a couple weeks ago. Went 10K above asking, a bit more earnest money down, but nah, they didn't go for it. So that was a bummer for sure. It would have been a nice house, or it is a nice house. It would have been a nice deal. It would have just worked out perfect, you know. First payment wouldn't have been due till November. It would have all clicked, I think, but not in the cards. You know, not too upset about it. Again, bummed, but there's other houses. I'm just amazed and shocked and in awe about the housing market. You know, I get Austin is a fun place to live, and it's like everybody found out. I mean, for those of you that know anything about me and where I'm from and where I grew up, I went to Linear High School. My grocery store in the neighborhood was H-E-B Runberg. So that'll tell you a bit of where my roots are. And this may trip you out if you know the area, the neighborhood, but there's legit, I'll say in the neighborhood. And when I say the neighborhood or the hood, I'm referring to anybody that rolled up to that like Lanier School District, you know, that went to H-E-B Runberg. This may trip you out, but there is at least one $500,000 house in the area. Just think, I mean, if you're watching this and again, you really did grow up in that area, try to put your finger on where that is. If I hadn't been looking, or if my friend hadn't showed me that, and it still trips me out, because if I didn't know that, I wouldn't know what area they're talking about in that Lanier. I mean, maybe I have an idea, but even then it doesn't really make sense for a $500,000 house, but no, that's the reality now. So, that's crazy. Different times. But, I mean, the new football club is coming, domain is there, I get it, you know. So that being said, we're gonna expand our options to Hutto. We're a lot more open to Hutto now. For sure looking still in Round Rock and Pflugerville. And even Taylor came up. Georgetown, Leander, Cedar Park. So we'll see. But on the professional side with work, it's going good. I mean, this quarter is looking up, honestly. So I'm excited about that. Got my quota today. Seems attainable, so pretty psyched about that for what I have lined up in my pipeline. But I was thinking to myself, I don't know exactly where I'm going within the company. There's not like a ladder. I mean, within my role, yeah, there's promotions and whatnot. There's levels you can go up, but in terms of the grand scheme, there's not like an exact ladder all the way up, you know. And even then, it's more like a rock wall, you know. I could transfer departments, I could look at other venues and get into something entirely different than sales. So But I really want to take some time to think and reach out to other people in different roles. I just kind of get a view into what they do and what their everyday is like. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I like sales. I love people. I have a teaching background, so maybe a trainer. But that's one thing that's been on my mind lately, that I need to start formulating that plan and just to have a roadmap, you know, or at least a plan. And plans change, we all know that. And another thing that with sales, with that reflection that I wanted to work on is accountability. You know, I feel like with sales and just my personality, I'm not a very pushy person in general, but I think with sales, you have to push sometimes. Not to be a jerk or anything, but there needs to be some level of accountability that throughout the sales process, you know, certain things are expected from both sides, right? It's like the customer would expect me to be prompt with getting quotes, answering questions and whatnot. I do expect them to do things as well, you know, and so I need to have like upfront contracts, and I need to be better about basically holding the customer accountable to, I guess, our sales relationship, you know, that customer to salesman to advisor to all of that, you know. But that's one thing that I wrote down that I'm looking at every day, is how to hold not only myself but other people in the relationship and the transaction accountable. You know, I think it'll be very beneficial to my overall sales and career. Hey guys, how's it going? I had to break the video up into two days of shooting because Grizzly started getting antsy just sitting there, me talking. So, but the last thing I really wanted to touch on was the future of the vlog and the direction that we're gonna take it. A bit about me, a little history. I used to live in Korea. I used to teach at an international school there. I was a math teacher for 2 years, and Jen was there for a while as well. And while I was over there, I came upon a vlogger slash blogger who really had an impact in a couple different ways in my life. But go check it out. It's called the Red Dragon Diaries. A lot of good content. Nonetheless, there was his latest video. He said something that really stood out to me. And he coincidentally is also kind of figuring out the direction of his vlog and where he wants to keep it going. But one thing that he said that stuck out that made me feel like I want that was, he said, you know, among these past, I think 7 to 10 years, somewhere in that time frame that he's been vlogging, if nothing else, it is a very cool catalog of his life, of the past few chapters of his life. And that's what I want. So moving forward, that's what this vlog's gonna be. If nothing else, it's gonna be a catalog, you know? I know Jen and I wanted to do something like lifestyle. I think that's what got Jen really motivated at the beginning, but obviously that's changed a bit, and that may still happen to some degree. You know, we'll take you guys along with some things that we're doing, but in general, this is going to be a catalog of our lives, you know? And I'll probably do some cooking on here, some tips and tricks that we're coming along, and journeys and stuff that we're dealing with in our lives. But if anything, it's a catalog for us to look back on, you know? But anyways, Jen's cooking dinner, so I'm gonna head back. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, like, comment, subscribe, say what's up. Talk to you next time. Peace.